Hi, my name is Mehrab Marri. Recently, I finished the short e-course on food system at WCDI, Wageningen. I found myself fascinated by how the value chain concept relates to the larger food system. As I inquired deeper into my research, I realized how easily these two concepts can be confused, and how important it is to understand their differences and challenges. This inspired me to make a short video to explain the differences between the value chain and food system, followed by their possible implications. Let's start with the differences.
Now, the value chains are also part of the food system, but the food system is much wider because the primary outcome of the food systems is a diet. So that is the product of different value chains, the combination of products. Because you cannot become healthy only by eating a few products. It's the diversity that matters. And this focus on diets also means that you go beyond the cycle of products. You also look at different other agents, for instance, public sector, and you are interested to see how the governance of all those activities is organized, how it brings together production and consumption, but also how it deals with sometimes opposing or conflicting outcomes. It's not only the diets, it's also the environment, it is inclusiveness. So those three outcomes sometimes conflict with each other. We call those things trade-offs. And you need governance, both public but also private governance, to overcome those trade-offs. So to be short, a value chain is part of a food system, certainly. But the food system is much wider in terms of the agencies and the products that it takes into consideration.
That difference between commodity and commodities is a real big difference. And that makes it also, for me, makes the food system approach too complicated for use in practice. It's a nice theoretical model, but when it comes to practice, when it comes to the applied research projects I'm involved in, it has little use for me because I don't know where to start. It's too big, it's too comprehensive. But with the value chain approach, I can focus on dairy or any other commodity. So that is for me why I still use the dairy value chain concept in teaching, in research.
So it's not limited to one commodity or one value chain. It's often a larger problem that you try to understand. And you can come up with different interventions than a value chain intervention. If you find that there's an issue of malnutrition of children, that's the main problem, then a school feeding program may be your intervention rather than a value chain intervention.
Whereas the center of food system lens is the social dimension involved in the production and consumption of food. Social factors such as cultural preferences and health consideration are essential in the food system approach, but are typically left out in the value chain analysis. Well, further we can discover the challenges of these concepts, starting with the food system.